Hi shoppers, welcome to the training video for the Centra Mystery Shopping Program. Today we're going to look at all aspects of the Centra assessments and make sure you're fully aware of the requirements expected of you when conducting these assessments. To start off, let's look at the basics. These assessments can only be done between the hours of 9 AM to 2 PM Monday to Saturday, with no assessments taking place on Sundays or bank holidays. This includes St. Patrick's Day and any other relevant bank holidays throughout the year, regardless of the days that they may come up. There are 3 store types, which each having different guidelines, so it's important that you always check the brief for each store, as there are slight differences between these guidelines, as we will cover later on. You must spend a minimum of €10 in store, and from that you must purchase at least 5 items, including 1 item from the deli, which can be anything as small as a single sausage or sausage roll, and 2 bulky items. The bulky items would include items such as 2 litres of milk, 2 litre or 1.5 litre bottles of mineral, bread, multi-packs of crisps, or anything of similar bulky size. First part of the store that we will look at is the deli. The vast majority of Centra stores have delis, and this is a central part of the assessments on why visits must be conducted between the hours of 9 AM and 2 PM. There are 3 components within this part of the assessment. The inquiry, which should be a simple product knowledge question. Examples of this include: are the wedges spicy? What dinners have you available? What type of chicken have you? Or what soup is on today? You must also make a purchase from the deli, and as mentioned, this can be anything from either the hot or cold counters once you deal with a staff member. The item can be as small as a single sausage or a sausage roll. The final part of this area is the observation. You must observe cleanliness, stock levels, and the overall condition of food items in both hot and cold counters, checking that displays are being cared for and attended to by staff at regular intervals. On the floor. For all stores, you must walk around and observe all areas of the store, checking the condition of the store, stock levels, facing off of products, and other store standards elements. In the larger neighbourhood stores, you will also be asked to make a product inquiry with a staff member. These inquiries should be product related but not too specific, with examples such as: have you any biscuits? Have you multi-packs of crisps? Or have you any jam? It is important that you ask the question in this format, have or do you have, and not as where are, as we want to allow the staff the opportunity to proactively offer to show you to the items. If staff aren't available on the floor for this inquiry, you can ask a staff member at the till area, but you cannot ask this query with the deli staff member. The next part of the assessment that we're going to look at is the toilets and seating areas. For all stores with toilets available for customer use, you must visit these and check their condition. In some stores, the toilets are very easily found as they are located in-store with signage clearly visible. However, in many cases, they can be located to the back or side of the store with a separate entrance from the outside that may be concealed from public view. If you cannot see the toilets, you must ask a staff member if they have a toilet in store. This, however, cannot be one of your product inquiries, but you can ask the same staff member who deals with your floor or deli inquiry after they have answered your initial product related question where the toilets are located, or the staff member at the till before you leave the store. In relation to the seating areas, where applicable, you will also be asked to check the condition of this area. Not all stores have seating areas, but it is essential that you complete a thorough around of the store and verify that no seating is present. In some stores, the seating area may be cleverly concealed from view from the remainder of the shop with partition walls, so make sure you take your time walking around to ensure that you don't miss this area while you're in store. Moving on to the produce areas. These areas are the bakery, the fruit and veg section, the dairy section, and the pre-packed meat section. For larger neighbourhood stores, you must pick 2 of these areas to assess, while in convenience and high convenience stores, you must only pick 1. You assess these areas by observing freshness and quality of the items on stock, cleanliness, stock levels, and the presence of shelf edge labels. Moving on to the till. Before you go to the till, make sure that you have your 5 items, including the 2 bulky items and 1 deli item. It's imperative that you do not take your own bag to the till, as the reason why we have 5 items as the minimum is to ensure that the staff member offers you a bag. If the staff member does offer you a bag, you are free to either decline or accept this offer. It's important that you do not take your own bag into the store or to the till, as this would prevent the staff member from fulfilling this part of the assessment. Similarly, in relation to the receipt, you must give the staff member the opportunity to offer one and wait until it's clear that the transaction has been completed and no receipt is forthcoming before you request one. It's important that you ask for a receipt if one has not been provided before you leave the store, as this will be used to both verify the correct items were purchased, the correct store was assessed, and within the correct timeframes. And finally, the reporting requirements. We have a very tight turnaround for reports on this programme, so it's imperative that you submit the report within 24 hours of the visit taking place. Delays on submission would lead to reports not being usable and not eligible for payment, so it's important that you get them in as soon after the visit as possible. Reports must be detailed with all questions answered fully and accurate information provided within the reports. It's also important that you keep an eye on your emails for queries that are sent through after you've submitted the report, so we are able to adhere to our own turnaround times. Finally, just check your log the following week for any feedback that was provided on this assessment to help you with future shops. Thank you for your time, and hopefully this video has been of some use, and best of luck with your assessment.